Hey everyone, good morning, hello, good afternoon, good evening, maybe. Okay, so big day today here because it's all about integers. We are adding, we are subtracting. Oh my goodness, talk to a high school student, ask, do you ever add or subtract with negative numbers? And they will say almost every single day. Actually, I'll change that. Every single day in the math classes, they're dealing with that. So get yourself into your entrance slips, all right? We are talking our purple packet here. And that's where we're going to, as I bring mine up here, that's where we're spending it. Now, here's the big thing you got to keep in mind. And as exciting as the day it is about adding and subtracting integers, because it's something that you're going to use over and over again, it's a little bit of a sad day as well. Because what you're going to realize here is that you can't trust an addition sign or a subtraction sign anymore. All right. If we think about it, all those years of 1 plus 1 and 2 plus 3, you saw an addition sign, that meant you added. Not anymore. All right. It's like they're growing up and you can't trust them anymore. All right. I'll be honest there. I can't always trust my kids. All right. Sometimes they tell me something. I'm like, I don't know about that. That doesn't seem 100% accurate. But that's what's going on here right now. So let's start with lesson 7. All right. And let's show you what we're talking about here. So the habit that we need to get into is talking about whether we have the same signs. And what we mean by that is, are they both positive numbers or are they both negative numbers? Or do we have different signs? One's positive and one's negative. So what we're going to find here is every single time we've got different signs, we actually do the subtraction problem. Every time we got ourselves the same signs, it ends up becoming an addition problem. So we have to analyze here. So if I look at these two numbers, I look at the 5. Well, that's a positive. Remember, you always look to the left. That's a negative. So because they're different, I'm actually doing a subtraction problem. So I'm actually doing 6 minus 5 in my head. Get 1, but I've got more negatives. So that's a negative 1 for an answer. All right, let's look at question number 2. Again, I see an addition sign here, but hold on. Look at that 8. It's negative. Look at that 3. It's positive. Different signs. I'm subtracting. 8 minus 3 is 5. I've got more negatives. Here we go. All right, this guy here, all right, it's an addition sign, but again, that doesn't mean anything anymore. The 5 is negative, the 4 is negative. So in this case, well, it's an addition sign, so we will add, and we keep the sign negative 9. So again, the whole idea here is you have to start analyzing, do you have the same signs or do you have different signs? And again, I get it there. You might be thinking about visually, hey, I owe someone $19, and now on top of that, I owe someone else, so I owe someone $23. Yeah, again, the goal is to get you to eventually start doing without the rules, but we want the rules in place as something to fall back on at the beginning. Again, negative 2, a positive 9, different signs. I've got more positives, so it's a 7. And again, it's an addition sign. Doesn't mean that we add. The 7 is positive, the 11 is negative. They're different, so it's a subtraction. 11 minus 7 is 4. And again, we just rewrite in our head so we can do the subtraction problem. And then, yeah, we've got more negatives, so it is a negative 4. Okay, so what we're really after here today is lesson number 9, the subtractings. Because here's what we need to know. The subtraction sign is a negative symbol. It is. Just like a plus sign looks just like a positive symbol, and a subtraction sign looks just like a negative symbol. We treat it that way. So let's show you what we got going on here. We always look to the left. So is that 6 positive or negative? No, it's negative. Here's the thing. Look to the left of the 10. Is it positive or negative? It's negative. So again, same signs, we are still adding. Different signs, we are still subtracting. So in this particular case, we're adding, so I get 16, but they're both negative, so it's a negative 16. All right, let's check this out. I'm at a 4. That's a positive. The 15, though, take a look to the left. It's a negative, so it's different signs. So I am subtracting, and I've got more negatives that are there. Okay, question number 3. This is an illegal problem. We cannot do anything with that as it is. We need to rewrite it, and here's the reason why. This is what we call a double negative. Now, first things first, we don't talk in double negatives in the English language. We don't say, I will not clean my room, mother and father. Well, if we say that, we're actually saying we are going to clean our room. A double negative is a positive statement. Again, we don't talk like that. Same thing in math. We do not. So because this right here is a double negative, and the reason why is there's no numbers between it. Yeah, there's a parentheses, but there's no numbers that are like, it's not like a subtraction sign and then a number. All right, they're right up against each other. So we actually rewrite this first as an addition problem. And then we ask ourselves, same signs or different signs? Well, they're different. 8's negative, 9 is positive. So it's a 1, and I got more positive, so it's a positive 1. So here is to keep in mind there is double negatives you need to rewrite. You need to rewrite double negatives. Look at question 4. Double negative, all right? You can see here, subtraction sign, negative sign right up against each other. So we need to rewrite it. And there we go, so it's 13. Again, we rewrite it as the positive. A double negative is a positive. We just rewrite it. It doesn't mean we're always going to add. Again, we'll go back up to question number 3. I rewrote it. It's an addition sign. That doesn't mean that we're going to add anymore. Can't trust the symbols anymore for addition or subtraction. Let's look at this. 17, positive or negative? Well, if we look to the left, it's a positive. 25, positive or negative? Well, if we look to the left, there it is. It's a negative number. So different signs, we're going to subtract and keep the sign of what we have more of. So it's a negative 8. Last one here. I know we see a subtraction sign that's there, but again, can't trust it. Look at the 12. The 12 is negative. Look to the left of the 9. Who do you see? Yeah, negative. So we're actually adding, and we're going to keep the sign. So it's a negative 21. Okay, so you are in lesson 9 classwork next. Get those answer keys up, people. Check things, all right? Make sure things are going well. Make sure we understand the rules of what we're doing here. Make sure we're competent. Again, repetition, repetition, repetition. All right, I'll see you later.